What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope all of you are doing well. I know all of you are doing well now that you have graced this channel. Before I get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share my content with someone who you may think could benefit from it. And don't forget to click that little notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So yes, you guys, you're gonna see me in the same things for the next couple of videos because I was just on a roll. I I had a lot of experiences and a lot of life lessons that I wanted to come to you guys with, and I just felt compelled to spill them out. Um, I'm in a pretty relatively busy area of town, so you guys forgive any noises that you hear in the background. I just felt compelled to, get my message out. I was like, you know what? Let me just do a video on the experiences that I've encountered and some of the things that have been on my mind to discuss with you all. And today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the benefits of giving someone their karma, or giving someone the reaping that they've sown unto you. Now, I know we love to think about love and light, and that's beautiful. We always want to think about the positive. That's wonderful. We always want to think about the good. That's wonderful. We always want to think about the ups. That's wonderful. But understand that with light, there is darkness. The brightest light casts the darkest shadow. Where there's good, there is bad. There is no, there is no Batman without the Joker. We are going to have ups and downs. There is no heaven without an earth. So I'm saying this to say that we must tap into our shadow side to understand the polarity and the laws of cause and effect. Oftentimes, people tend to want to stay away from the dark side. But a lot of times when you don't understand the dark side, it leaves you with a void. And have you ever been in a situation where someone has mistreated you or done you wrong, and you say to yourself, I just don't understand how they could do something like that to me. I've been a good person to them. I've always been good to them. I just don't understand why they would do me like that. And the reason why you don't understand why they would do something like that to you is because you've never delved deep enough into your shadow side to understand it. I have been doing some personal development with a Bulgarian woman. She is ranked one of the top clinical psychologists in Bulgaria. And we had an exercise to do. And she says, I'm going to try to say it in her accent. She goes, you think about the things that people do that you don't like. People are mean to you. Why are they mean to you? People be bad with you. Why? Next time people were bad with you, you get into your shadow. What I mean by this, it means if people are bad with you, or you don't like for people to be bad with you, you become bad. People lie to you, then you lie. Become part of the shadow. Now that is my terrible Russian turned English accent. But basically, she taught us that the things that we don't like, we have to become. Just like you have to become the things that you like, or be the change that you want to see, you also have to become part of the darkness that you want to avoid. And I'm bringing this up because there was someone that owed me financially, and they lied to me. They disappointed me when I needed them. And I thought that we were, kind of cool, but they knew that they owed me this particular financial, um, this the money, and they avoided me. They lied to me. They disappointed me, and I was hurt by that. And recently, this person acknowledged that they owed me, and they were, well, I'll put it to you like this. They acknowledged that they owed me, but it was still strings that was attached to them owing me what they already knew that they owed me. So that means that even if I would have accepted that payment, I would still be in some type of debt to them because there was still strings attached to that payment. And so their intent, even behind paying me, was ill intent. So I said to myself, the fact that they acknowledged that they owed me was good enough. But I am going to get into my shadow side. I am going to lie to them. I am going to disappoint them. I am going to waste their time. And I'm not going to get into the details of what happened, but I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I got into my shadow side. And after I got into my shadow side, I ghosted them just like they ghosted me when I needed them. And I didn't realize how freeing that was. And I know that a lot of you are going to say, well, Winspiration, why would you go to that level? You seem to be very elevated in your in your person. Why would you do that? And I'm gonna say this. If it had not been for me getting into my shadow side, I would never know how it feels not to want to ever be put in a situation where I was disappointed again. You see, when we get disappointed, a lot of times we're on the receiving end of that. We don't know what it's like to do the disappointing. So when I got into a position where I was able to give someone the karma that they have given me, I was able to be the cause to their effect and not be the effect to their cause. And see, the law of cause and effect, it's nothing but karma. So when I was able to give them back what they gave me, I was able to release them in love. So now that I can truly not attract what I don't want, because I was in that vibration to feel what it is like to be that type of person. I was able to be in the vibration to feel what it is like to be that type of person that I did not want to be. The shadow. Do you guys remember the movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman? If you guys have never seen the movie, I'm going to suggest that you do, so you can really understand what the shadow side really means. But there was a scene in the movie where this woman was married and she was a good woman. She loved her husband. She was kind of like a pushover. He ended up putting her out of her home to bring in his mistress and the baby that he had with his mistress. And she was so angry with him. Not angry, but she was hurt. She allowed him to treat her like a doormat. In the end, he ended up becoming paralyzed and she had to go back to him. After she found love, she went back to the man that abused her and she began abusing him. She made him feel her pain. And after a while, she realized that She had to go into her shadow side to allow him to feel her pain. But once he had had enough and once she was satisfied, she wanted a divorce. And she divorced him in love. And she was able to move on in her life healed. Let me ask you this before, because I know a lot of you are going to, or a lot of you are feeling like, well, that still wasn't right. You know, what she did to him, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make it right, but it makes things balanced. And who says that giving someone the karma or allowing them to reap what they sow isn't right? Who says that? Because if you reap what you sow, then if a person has done you wrong and you're able to go back to that person and do them the same way that they've done you, isn't that not a person reaping what they sowed? Think about it. Let me ask you guys this. How many times have you heard a person being hurt by another person, and because you're so hurt by that person, you make everybody else after that person pay for what that person done? Is that fair? Is that fair? No, that is when two wrongs don't make a right. But if you are able to wrong the person that has wronged you in your shadow, and you are able to equally give them the same energy that they've given you when they wronged you, and you're able to release them in love, that is balance. That is law. And it allows you to free yourself so that you can be right and pure and healed for the next person, not to make them pay for the mistakes that someone else did to you. We have got to get out of this, oh, I'm going to let the universe handle it. Well, let me ask you this. How do you think the universe handles situations like that? Through people, through us. And we're so afraid to go deep into our shadow side. But now that I understand it, now that I understand getting into my shadow side and understanding that in order for me not to attract that type of person in my life, because I attracted that person into my life. And I never understood why until I got into my shadow side. And I realized that, our shadow or the dark side is our subconscious mind. The light is our conscious mind. And 95% of what we do is ruled by our subconscious or the dark matter. 95% of what we do is ruled by that. So by me getting into my subconscious mind, subconsciously, you guys excuse me, I'm gonna pause this. Sorry about the noise, you guys. But yes, I was subconsciously in a space where I vibrationally attracted this person into my life so that they could disappoint me and hurt me. You have to think about why you are attracting certain people into your life. Why are they in your energy field? There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And for me to understand why I attracted that type of person, I had to be that type of person. Now I understand. Now I completely understand how not to vibrate on that level, because I know what it is like now. Not only do I know how it feels to be on the receiving end of that, I know what it's like to give it. And me knowing what it is like to give it further allows me not to vibrate it, because I know how it feels now. So get into your shadow. Work with your shadow side. Do some exercises that will challenge you. What is it that you cannot accept from people? 3 things that you just absolutely don't like about people and how people treat you. You don't like them to lie to you? Lie. You don't like for them to disappoint you? Disappoint. You don't like for them to waste your time? Waste time. Waste their time. And watch how your life evolves from being into your shadow side. Because out of that darkness will come the light. I hope this information was helpful. I hope this information was beneficial. Please hit the like button and share, and don't forget to subscribe. And I am going to leave you for now, but I will be holding on to your love. Until the next video. Bye.